you here, Sam?" she asked, and then apologised because it was none of her business. Only, without Emily and Andrew, the presence of their sperm donor was, well, unnecessary, frankly. "I've got an appointment to see the director," he said. Hence the suit. Her heart thudded and she felt another prickle of unease. "Me too. I was supposed to come this afternoon, but I couldn't wait that long." "Sam, what on earth do you think is going on? I phoned, but they were really cagey. All they'd tell me was that it's an administrative anomaly, and he'll explain." "What's an administrative anomaly when it's at home?" He frowned, his dark brows drawing together, his firm, sculpted mouth pressing into an uncompromising line. "I have no idea," he said after a moment, "but I intend to find out. Whatever it is, I don't think it's trivial." "So, what then? Any ideas?" He gave a quiet grunt. Plenty, but all without foundation. They've written to Emily and Andrew as well, but of course they're away for a few more days, so they haven't got it yet. And they wouldn't tell me anything either. But as you say, they were cagey. The only thing I can imagine is there's been a mix-up. A mix-up? She stared at him for a moment, then felt the blood drain from her face. "This is really serious, isn't it?" she said unevenly. "Like that thing in the news a while ago about switched embryos. That was horrendous." "Yes, I saw the media frenzy." "I thought it must be a one-off because it's so tightly regulated. But what if it's happened here, Sam?" she asked, her blood running cold. "There were only the two of us there that day, me and Emily. What if they mixed our embryos up? What if this is their baby?" Her knees suddenly weak, she floundered to a halt as it sank in that the baby she'd thought of as hers and James's might not be hers to keep. Tears scalding her eyes, she pressed her fingers to her lips, her other hand going instinctively to shield the baby. No, she couldn't hand it over to them. But if it wasn't hers... Sam studied her in concern, his eyes drawn to the slender hand, splayed protectively over that gentle swell. "Please, God, no," he thought. The other batch of embryos had all died before they could be implanted into Emily. But if Amelia was right, then they'd been hers, her last chance to have her late husband's child. And when this baby was born, she'd have to hand it over to Emily and Andrew, and she'd be left with nothing. All the plans, all the joyful anticipation would be crushed with a few words. "It's not your baby." The memories scythed through Sam, and he slammed the door on it and watched as another tear spilled over her lashes and tracked down her face. Oh, Amelia. He lifted his hands and smoothed the tears away with his thumbs, gutted for her. "It may not be that," he offered without conviction, his fingers gentle. "It must be," she said, her voice expressionless with shock. "What else could it be?" What else, indeed? He dropped his hands and stepped back. "Come on, let's find out," he said, impatient now to get this over with. "It might be something else entirely. Something to do with the fees, perhaps." "Then it would be the finance people dealing with it, not the director," she pointed out logically. "No, it's something else, Sam. Something much worse. I think it must be the embryos." Her smoky green eyes were still glazed with tears, her lashes clumped. But she sucked in a breath and her chin came up, and he laid a hand on her shoulder and tried to smile. "Why don't we find out?" he said again, more gently, turning her towards the entrance. But she hesitated, and he could feel her trembling.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.